Rimshots. I don't even know what episode we're on. Like we're ripping them off that fast, but very, very special one here tonight. I have the wonderful who I've just met, Weldon Boudreau, his lovely daughter Josee. Their CD. We're going to talk about this. We have not. Since we started Barstools and Bandtalk, outside of Ryan talking about it, and us sort of talking about Boudreau Vanier, we have not had any connection with the Acadian French music.
Well, there you go.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Okay, I'm Weldon Boudreau from Ile Madame, Petit de Gras actually, which is an island on of Cape Breton. So lucky to have been raised and grew up in Cape Breton, where it's as diverse as the globe. And everything we needed was in our backyard. Famous people like Ryan and Kyle came out of all.
Yeah, well, right. And Rocky, don't forget about Rocky Boudreau.
Robert Bouchard, Michel, Boudreau-Sanson, Dolores, many up and coming. I was just part of that scene. Many great vocalists from Ile Madame. When I grew up and I wanted to do what I saw others do, I can't forget Nick the Pick Boudreau and his family. So they're legendary where I come from. And I had the bug. I remember years ago, a player who was with me and who isn't with me anymore had answered why he became a musician was to attract girls in high school.
True story, yeah.
My reference is that music came to get me at the age of 2, and I'm its servant. I serve music,
right.
And that's the best explanation I can find. So when I was growing up, I had a hard time liking Acadian music because the bank of Acadian music songs, they just weren't cutting it for me, and it took me a while to get the hang of it, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to put back into the bank of resources songs, because maybe some other kid wants to learn Acadian songs, and you know, songs from away aren't doing it. They don't summarize our cultural identity.
Sure.
So I wanted to put in songs that describe a kid growing up in Ile Madame. Long story, but it's an important.
Well, no, because I've been there. Because obviously hanging out with the Battle and Boudreau brothers and Rocky, and we did a Boudreau family reunion at I think it was Rimshots.
Right.
Played Il Picasse. We played Il Picasse and Il Madame.
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful country. Beautiful country.
You know the area.
Absolutely. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Samsonville, kind of growing up too.
Oh, good.
So it's one of those things where, I mean, let's call it what it is. You know, if you're not working, what else is there to do up there but do music? I mean, that's just kind of the way that it is, right?
Yeah, and I mean, every house had a musician in there or a stepper, and if they didn't, they'd go get them at midnight, and they'd go. My father and my uncle Abram would just truck to St. Peter's, pick up Gordon Cote, and bring him home for the night. And he was the entertainment, right?
Well, there you go, right?
He was the stereo system.
Everybody had one of those. I had an uncle who I had no idea. We played accordion, and he whipped it out, and the accordion that is, and played absolutely fantastic. So Josee, how long have you been doing this with your father?
Since I was 3, since I was 2.
Yeah.
So, and I saw some of your stuff with Ryan. He sent me a link, and then there's some stuff on his Facebook. So confess, I'm not bilingual hardly at all. You know, I joke around with the boys. The franglais sometimes is really funny. I get little things like pizza, right? But so you obviously love this music. So you play the washboard. I saw you play some on the video spoons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoons. I play mostly percussions.
Okay.
Like washboard. I play like something my dad invented. It's a suitcase that I play, like a drum, like a
That's
snare.
what I saw you play in the video. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I play spoons, and I tap dance, so mostly just rhythmic stuff.
She's a great dancer.
Yeah.
She's great at everything, but the dancing is amazing. I'm a big fan of her footwork.
Well, and what I got, and again, Ryan sent me a couple links, and I went on his Facebook. But the energy is very cool.
Thank you.
We kind of need each other to get there.
Yeah, I love having her right here, right now, because
Yeah.
I feel like there would be a big part of my body missing if Josee wasn't there. Even passing on an interview or singing on a stage or talking to anybody about Acadian music, I'd like to put our best foot forward.
Sure.
And my best foot forward is having Josee. And I've been lucky, I've been graced with Acadian Driftwood, boys from Il Madame, and lately Ryan has come and supported our show, and we're very fortunate. Yeah.
So I have to ask, you're both Boudreaux. I play in a band with two Boudreaux. Like, do you guys argue at the drop of a hat? Like, how does this happen? Like, do you get along? What takes place?
Yeah, we get along.
Most of the time.
There's creative control happening.
Before you answer the question, no order of a lie. An entire Saturday was taken up with Ryan and Kyle arguing, and thank God for the Karate Kid, or I would have been probably punched out 3 or 4 times. That's a true story. But yes.
Yeah, so...
Usually before a show, we will sometimes argue.
We don't argue. It's called... we're trying to...
Do our best.
We're trying to arrange
Sure.
and put in our element of creativity, and that's probably competing because she's got good stage experience by now. And
well, at 20, I mean, that's rare,
and
right?
she's 20, I'm 55.
You're young.
She's got the energy that
Yep.
that the crowd wants and need. I do have some good experiences that I can bring to the table, but I'd like her to show that women can not only perform on the stage but can direct
Absolutely.
the people on the stage.
Absolutely.
And manage what's going on the stage. That's where she's going. So I like it.
Well, and it's good. You know, I'll tell you a funny little story. So, in Ryan's segment, we were talking about we were supposed to do these 2 shows at Monty's. Well, it was one show and it got canceled, had to get pushed out. We had a rehearsal in November. We don't rehearse a lot in Frequency, I mean, we just kind of show up and play. And anyway, we came in, and Kyle immediately took the room over. We were all kind of, and so Dave, our bass player, and Michelle, our singer, were both seeing this going on, and they were just blown away how Kyle was directing everything, and they were like, "Can he do that?" Yeah, because he knows what he wants. That's the path that you're going down. That was a long story to say, hey, at 20 years old, you're getting that.
Yeah.
I think it's very important.
Yeah, I agree.
I like it.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I like what you said about women more like it's, you know.
And I mean on the business sense.
Absolutely.
Taking charge of the industry.
Yeah.
And putting their foot down and saying, this is what I want.
Yep.
And sometimes I feel like I'm the accessory, that I'm the add-on to her group.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, hey, that's nice, and I mean, it's in the other thing that I'll say to you is that I talk to people all the time, and everybody's story. I mean, I was fairly lucky. My mother was supportive of my, I played drums, and obviously, woke up the whole neighborhood. The Boudreaux had good support, but a lot of people that I talk to don't have support from their parents. You're playing in the band with your dad,
Yeah.
so he's obviously supporting you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that I get to play with him.
Yeah.
It's pretty. We keep it real because we practice in this house, and we just take whatever we've been doing here and we put it up on the stage for people to enjoy.
Yeah.
We don't try to tweak it too much and make it. If we try to tweak it, it's going to seem fake.
Yeah.
So we just make it real. In French, the hot word in French is authentic.
Yeah.
L'authenticité. So that's what we're going for, and it just happened naturally. We
Yeah.
didn't. That was not a plan, but it's working. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, so obviously everything gets gummed up with, I'm experienced it, Ryan's experienced it, my other band's experienced it. You guys probably had some shows that were supposed to take place that have been kind of punted out, or did you have anything on the books yet?
yeah, we've had live shows canceled, but we're very fortunate to have partnerships with cultural centers
Right.
and organizations, especially in the French community, provincially. And we are really well supported, and in French we call it encadré, and encadrement. It's like a support system, and thank heavens we have it because we are represented more than ever. So don't you feel that we're lucky that we still get our gigs?
Yeah, like we had a show for Christmas, and we thought we weren't going to be able to play at all, but
Right.
instead of having a crowd in front of us, we were able to do a Facebook Live.
Yeah, we do virtual shows.
that's great.
and-
So it's...
And we have key people running these centers and organizations who are really good at their job.
Yep.
They're very direct, and they make sure that things happen and things aren't canceled. And if we can't go left, we go right.
And
I love that.
And that's great. So we're going to end this segment. Segment 2, we're going to have a special treat for you. So just before we go, how long ago did you make this CD?
That was 2004.
Okay. Can people still get it if they want to buy it?
How can What's the
It's
easiest?
online.
It's online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the social media platforms. And I have to say, I mean, you know what? They do the whole 10-year challenge. Look at this. You're living up pretty well there, my friend. Look at that. I mean, cool looking goatee there, and probably one of the best looking mustaches I've seen in a while.
I don't know. You own it.
Well, you know, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'll pay you as soon as we're done this segment. But so the next segment, we're going to have these two wonderful people. They're going to do a little bit of a tune for you. So thanks a lot for tuning into this episode of Rimshots with Sean. See you next time.